Hello and welcome back to another day in the arena. It's me, it's CGB, and I'm back from Philadelphia. A lot of the videos that you've been seeing over the last several days, you would know if you followed Covert Go Live or my Twitch channel, were recorded over a week ago, and early on in the meta, things change a lot. So to record for my vacation, I had to stockpile like 10 videos, and now I'm back to try some of the decks that have emerged over the last week. One of the big ones is Blue-White Mindsplice Apparatus. I do love this card. I do believe in this card. It was my #1 card in the set for my top 10, and it's weird that it didn't quite sit well with me. It didn't quite click with me to try it in a blue-white shell. And of course, the first time I tried it in blue-white shell, I tried it in a more traditional control shell, and it definitely didn't work out there the way that I wanted to. And I'll have notes for that in the outro if you want to hear about the cards that I ran in this video and then slowly cut cards to arrive at the finished product. If you just want the finished product, here it is. It's a nasty blue-white combo control deck, and the way that it wins, since you guys love win cons, is it casts the Mindsplice Apparatus. It gets a bunch of counters on it, so it can cast a lot of cards for cheap, and then it casts cards like Union of the Third Path to gain absurd amounts of life, and it cycles through the deck with Experimental Augury, which proliferates counters onto the apparatus, and it casts cards like Witness the Future to get them back and dig through the deck over and over again and recycle the graveyard. Along the way somewhere, we start casting White Sun's Twilights for very large numbers, which says you gain X life, create X 1/1 colorless might artifact creature tokens with toxic 1, and if X is 5 or more, destroy all other creatures. So we get to a zone where we're getting this back enough. Sometimes you don't need to get it back many times. Sometimes once is enough, but against grindier opponents, you get this back over and over again. You make more mites, you gain more life. You make more mites, you gain more life. Eventually, they succumb to poison. If they get even a little bit poisoned too, the auguries recycled by the Witness the Futures can eventually end them. Mindsplice Apparatus makes some gross things possible where we can draw huge amounts of our deck and use just a couple of cards to win. So Silver Scrutiny plus Mindsplice is kind of the ever-running combo. We can also run a lot of cool cards with X in their cost, like Syncopate and March, that are usually clunky and expensive to cast because Mindsplice Apparatus makes them cheap. Because the meta seems to only have soldier decks and red decks a good amount of the time, this version has cut down a lot of the other cards that you might see in the meta, cards that would solve problems from, say, mid-range decks, and it runs Union of the Third Path and Sunset Revelry because the best of one ladder, at least in Mythic, is extremely predictable at this time. Again, come back for the outro, the post-game wrap, and I will show you the cards that I cut from the deck. You'll see some of them in video during the deck while we're playing the games, but I'll tell you why I ended up cutting or not running several of these cards. So for now, enjoy the blue-white Mindsplice Apparatus control. Let's dive in. Let this nonsense begin. On the play with Sunsets. We'll see how that goes. We can probably redraw. Get our hand larger. Get our hand built back up by these things. Jetmir's Garden. I think I'll wait on this. So what I can do is I can gain 4 and draw 1 here. And I think I like that, because that's the power of Sunset and Painland. I come out ahead 3 life, and I cycle for a card. If they have a creature deck, I might have regretted it. This looks more like an Invoke Justice deck. Okay, it is Restoration of Ganjo. We'll let them go ahead and get set up. Another Sunset. Really gonna need a Syncopate. But we should definitely be able to get an engine online that shuts them down. And also cool effect of Witness the Future most people don't know is that you can put cards from your opponent's graveyard back into their library. That might come up. I'm gonna get a Bank Buster, okay. It's a tapped Bank Buster, which means I can remove it. Another Restoration. Sure. We'll get that land. Do I care about Bank Buster, really? Not that much with this deck, right? The engine that this deck can present is so strong. We just need to find it. They discard a card here. I wonder if they'll have the guts to go for their Reanimator plan. They discard a farmhand, okay. Most people can't run into open mana that strongly with that much confidence. Well, we definitely have enough life to take some bumps for a while we keep setting up and putting everything together. What we're going to find out is whether or not they run any way to remove the Mindsplice. That's the big question. I'm sure they'll have a Boseiju, but do they have anything else? Not yet. 6 cards in hand. This takes us down to 5. I still like to play one more card in case they do something in response. Okay, cards are coming. Let's wait until next turn on the Revelry. Crew. Transform. Sure. Do your thing. Just gonna save the marches for things that will definitely 100% absolutely kill us. We can block for a while with Revelry tokens. And then eventually sweeping the board should solve these problems. And them spending money on Bankbuster should give us more time to find those things. So I'm waiting for like Sanctuary Wardens. Really heavy hitters for the March. If I can. Union. Keep it coming. Augury. Scrutiny. Let's do this now. Syncopate, lovely. Could do this for 4 and still have Syncopate up, right? Right. Or could save it for next turn to draw a lot more. I think that's just a little bit of greed. There's the White Sun's Twilights. That should start putting pressure on the opponent. Wandering Emperor, you got it. Card I don't really fear.
Let me show you. Guards, to me.
We just keep blowing up their stuff. No big deal. Elspeth. Shield counters are very annoying. And it is a pretty big planeswalker. And now I have a feeling that this is just like big white. What's the green for? This doesn't look like a Troxa. Might be. But yeah, let's slow down the planeswalkerness. Planeswalkers are a little difficult, and Elspeth does more than Wandering Emperor for card advantage.
Show them how we greet our enemies.
Block over here, block over there. Go to 38. We're gonna find out if they have board wipes. I'm a little worried about Eternal Wanderer. Witness. Guess I should Witness first. Alright. We want Scrutiny for sure. Augury, Syncopate, and Union. You get a Farewell, that's great. You don't even have to use the Twilight here. No, wait, my Mindsplice. Oh well, got their Bankbuster. I'll play another Mindsplice. Gotta get used to that. I'm used to just selecting everything with Farewell. And they still have 7 cards. I'm sure they can put something back on the battlefield. Yep. See what else they add. If that's all they're gonna add, I'll march it. Nah, just get the Mindsplice going.
People.
These creatures aren't that scary. The Twilight can gain so much life. I think we let this rumble a little before we Twilight. We're at 38. We're fine. Probably need to take out the wedding announcement though. But first I'll make sure that they attacked with 2 creatures. We want to slow down the card advantage. If they attack with 1, I don't mind. They can have more creatures. We'll kill them. It means I don't have to blow up this announcement, but we have to slow down the card advantage. Doing nothing is fine. Doing nothing is winning. Okay, more farm hands. I still want to know what the green's for. Is it for the dino? That would be hype. You're gonna attack with all now? Okay, they do. Kill it. Oh wait, we can march it again. Out. Not going to your wedding, I guess. Union. Union. Dig, dig, dig. More syncopate. Good. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is going to be 5. This is going to be 6. Okay. And we got 2 syncopates on backup. Opponent has to start solving this riddle.
Keep watch for intruders.
Yep, that's the card we knew that we would have to stop. Still waiting to know what you do with green mana. Ossification, sure. To get a might, yep. Why not? All right. We're gonna hold up 2 blue and we're gonna pay 2 white. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep. So let's see if they can get out of this. This is why the big white decks really probably can't keep doing what they've been doing. Decks like this and decks like Atraxa. They will wreck you for playing a dirtily mid-range strategy forever. Just cause at this point it's fine. Yeah, you got one. I'll take the 3. Wanna do it again? Okay. All right, you're still taking 7. You got like 3 more of those for 1 mana? That's what I expected. Little wrench in your plans. Get it? Because their name is French and this MTG dad jokes. Okay. On the play, we'll keep that hand. Should be able to do everything that we need to do. Soldiers. Never heard of them. I will do this joke every time because I'm not sure what else to say when we're up against another and another and another soldier deck. Well, they're passing the turn with mana open. If we go for Augury here, they play Resolute, but I guess we want them to. That's something that we're okay with resolving. And the Apparatus is a card we want. We have to find another land, but I think we can. We did put 2 on the bottom. That is scary. But we can take hits from these Resolute reinforcements for a little while without dying. And there's the Veteran. Yeah, we want to get Syncopate cast. It's a hard card to use against aggro decks. So let's just play it where we can. Land, beautiful. Tapped, but I'm not going to complain much. Hold up Syncopate better than Revelry there. Keep getting these out of the hand. Miss on land, but we've got Mindsplice. Now even if they go for something like Athalia, Mindsplice can start doing its thing. Sky Strike is fine. Recruitment, sure. Might be worried about an Emperor, so you might see them draw instead. No. They worry about nothing. Let's get our clock ticking. Fire up. Okay, White Sun's Twilight. Gorgeous card. Revelry this turn or another Apparatus? I would think we have enough life that we can take this hit. Don't think they can kill us. The March should be enough interaction. Mural. Okay. The Twilight's going to be amazing. We have to do this in response to the Mural, though. They'll get to draw a lot of cards, potentially. No, not if they attack like that. Another one. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hit him. Nice. What you got for that? The Brutal Cathars. The Brutal Cathars. That's why I said plural. There's always 2. All right, swing in. Get 1 poison. We don't want them to flip. I'm just going to play this and get some soldiers in life. Then we'll draw 6. Discarding. Don't think I need the 3rd one. The 3rd Mindsplice is a bit much. Thalia. Sure, I can pay. I can definitely pay. Oh, it's good to ignore Thalia, isn't it? Let's start the proliferation engine. They have 1 poison counter. That's probably all it's gonna take. Get back the auguries. And another scrutiny. Union seems good. Gain that life. Scrutiny for 9. Augury. As you can see, eventually the poison counters will do their job. All right, we got the you have too many cards to discard version of the. Let's see, keep 7. Wait, choose cards to keep. Oh, I actually haven't seen this. Okay, that was scary. Make sure you read, guys. Once I'm sure that there's some field bads the first time. Choose cards to keep. You. Nah. You. Always keep your land drop. Why not? Because I hate missing land drops. Should be good. land from the opponent. Are they gonna have me do the thing? You want to see me do the whole thing? Because I'll do it. I'll poison you out from here. That's fine. Actually, it's not even necessary, right? We just union. Bam. Target self. Get back auguries and unions. And auguries and the other witness. Keep it going. Come on. Don't you want to see more? Let's just call your doom inevitable. On the play, we got some marches and auguries. Let's try it out. We don't really know what this hand is going to turn into, but should stay alive long enough to do something. I think we'll just use the blue here and go find another land. We know we're going to do it anyway. Let's do it pain-free. Thalia, evil, hate it, but we can deal. Unfortunately, the tap lands means that we can't march it this turn, which I'd really like to do. But they don't play Rafine. Just a Denic. They'll probably have some very good 4-drops if they kept a hand like this. Rada Drabic, huh? Just go right for it. Yeah. Let's get rid of Thalia. Right into the open mana, too. Gutsy. Maybe they have a few copies. Sometimes it means something. Ha! Syncopate, where art thou? So they're going to probably play something into open mana again. My gut says to experimental augury for a land, but the Mindsplice, like, if we get that down, we might be able to catch up. And it's not like this is a ton of pressure. So let's try to get the apparatus down and give it a shot. Yeah, they go right for a Sheoldred. That's rough. But I do think the play is to get this down. Do we draw this card? It's getting really painful. So March for 4 is an option here to just take the Sheoldred off the board. It's also possible to augury into March. I think I have to March anyway. So, let's augury. Really need a land. We get a Farewell, which we can't cast this turn, but could cast next turn. And we don't have an untapped land here, so I'll take the Farewell. Augury, again, adds another mana to this, so we can still get rid of the Sheoldred. There's the untapped land. So that holds up Syncopate. So they probably can't kill us. Awesome. Blue-white storm off. Let's go. Another Thalia. That won't stop us from playing the Farewell. So let that be. Lauren? Nope. We ain't doing that. Good hold. Oh yes, there's a Thalia. 2 it is. All right, go to 5. All creatures. What a relief. All right, I'm just going to pass instead of drawing with the scrutiny right here. I don't necessarily want to take the damage, but I might. We'll see what their board is like. If it's something White Sun's Twilight can solve, I'll draw. They're holding up mana. That's concerning. We can only do 3 at instant speed. Otherwise, I'd do 1 more. All right. I thought they might Otawara the Mindsplice apparatus, but that didn't happen. do this for 6 and then hold up Devious Cover Up. Nice. We got 2-turn Poisonous Clock, and the opponent's gonna scoop it up. Yeah, they don't want any more of that. You go first. I love it. I love it a lot. I'm gonna play a few Fateful Absences here, see how that card stacks up. Another mono red. I think it's our 4th in 8 games. Half the Mythic meta, perhaps? Come on, opponent, show me something I haven't seen before. Well, I haven't seen mono red not play lands, or not play creatures, so this is probably a different kind of red. I mean, do they keep a hand that's just play with Fire Lightning Strike? They probably don't know how to mulligan, so I guess the answer is yes. Thermo Alchemist. Okay. Full on burn mode. Let's go for the land. Gotta get these apparatus cooking, but we're probably gonna take a good amount of damage from this little guy in the meantime. I think it's worth it. Yep, impulse. Oh, it's okay. Hey, they're trying out a new card. We'll give them some credit. Gotta find a farewell. Start the party. Augury, very good. Let's gain 1. I think I need to kill this at instant speed. But they can Alchemist in response. Let's see what we find with the Augury. This proliferates nice. I guess we take another. Not proliferating the Saga. Thought about it, but no way. You know they want to cast this. They probably won't have a lot of mana to do something else, but let's make them show us what they want to do. Yeah. Here it comes. Complete with a counter. They can go indestructible. Owie. What else you got? This is where Farewell is a very good card. You scry to the top. March is a good card too. Still no Farewell. Syncopate's very good here. I think I'm casting this other Augury, so I can decide then whether or not to flip the Kumano. I need to flip it if I'm going to do a Twilight. I don't need to flip it if I find a Farewell. Should be good. Any reason. If they play... I do have enough to counter Bloodthirsty Adversary. I still think I should do it. Owie. We go to 10, half dead. I feel protected though. Chandra. 1 mana, 5-point Syncopate. Let's go. TikTok. Oh. 2 mana, draw 6. I'm so happy. Hey, Burn, what do you think of this card? All your efforts for nothing. WinCon Online. Oh no! Back into the deck we go. Disgusting. Disgusting. Somebody call the ambulance. But not for me. Ah, yes. The hand smoothing algorithm doing its darndest to make sure that I get to keep my openers. Better, closer, warmer. I think 1 union should be enough. This is mono red, they play mono red. Can I get the other union back? They're just gonna play around the syncopate by playing all 1 mana spells. I told you. I told you! I guess we have to stop the mechanized warfare. How about another Seachrome Coast? Now, let's take another Augury. Hopefully we'll have enough time to use it. It all depends what they do with their turn coming up here. Mechanized Warfare. Phoenix Chick, okay. Yeah. I told you, all 1 mana spells. Syncopate worthless. Fog. More fog. But I think I have to play a land, leave it up, which cost me 1 life. It's the most expensive card they played, but I kind of think that they're holding like a mechanized warfare. Still, Union is better next turn. Eat life, huh? What is it about mono red? I always get to do this nonsense stuff. Pretty lucky drawing the syncopate though. So what, we go to 3 next turn and they get 2 redraws for like a lightning strike or a play with fire to win. All right, make them find it. They might do it, but I think we need actually no, we want to have this at instant speed. We might need to interact here. I was going to just draw 4 to give myself mass looks. But yeah, it's always against mono red that you draw all the card draw. And there's never enough time to use it, which is so heartbreaking. All right, the blood tokens are gone. And it looks like they drew either something they can't cast here, like an experimental warfare or a Raiju. I don't think they drew another land. There would have been a moment there to play it. What can we find? Trying to decide if I scrutiny for 2 and augury. I think I augury and then scrutiny for 2. Okay, doing amazingly here. Kind of incredible, to be honest. Okay. You get the impression I don't actually ever stop creatures from killing me with this deck. I promise that's not true. I mean, okay. We've had just nothing. We drew absolutely nothing in the top half of our deck. No White Sun Twilight, no farewells. Just stone cold nothing. Yeah, what a beautiful game we've had. Uh-huh. This is just for the content. Shuffler's fine. Shuffler's absolutely fine. Shuffler has delivered us a painful opener, but I can't turn away 2 syncopates, so I'm going to keep it, and I'm going to enjoy this mono-red experience. Oh, black. Okay. Okay. We'll probably never see a source of non-painful mana. They'll just be the colorless lands. Doesn't cast what we have in hand, though. Maybe I play this and proliferate it, but I have a feeling I'm going to syncopate here, and I am. Let's stop taking all this damage. Sleepies. Okay. Lilies. No. Trying to bait me. Get out of here. Trying to bait my counter spells. Look out. Mommy heard that we were rank 420. We must defend. Come on, Mommy. Don't be too aggressive. This hand is for slow decks. Ah, boy. Ah, boy, oh boy. These soldiers, man. These soldiers, they don't know when to quit. Great. And for some reason, my deck is always stacked in a certain order when I play against this kind of crap. Nice catch, though. Really needed that, but we don't have much this next turn. Okay, that's good. Hanging in there. We can take 4 for a couple of turns. It'll give us time to get Mindsplice down to, like, stop the impact of the Thalia. Union's not bad. Probably a Mindsplice turn. We gotta get this Thalia off our back. Okay, they got another one of those. We'll play Union on our turn to keep it from flipping. No attacks! Respect to the Wandering Emperor. You'll love to see it. Imagine thinking they had to attack with their white deck. Oh, I really don't want that thing to flip. Do I double Mindsplice here? I think I might. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. There was a chance they don't attack that turn, but I think with Union Scrutiny in hand, I can survive. Yep, sure. We got like 2 turns to find the board wipe. It's a good one. Good. All right, this we can tap. Then we want, so that's 6. No. 5. Really? Oh yeah, Thalia. What am I thinking? Gotta remember that Thalia. I'm sorry, I was just ready to ignore it. Look at that beautiful draw. All right. And we'll just take a pain here. It's no big deal. There's the White Sun's Twilight. Next turn, my friends. Next turn. Opponent's going to feel really good about what they get to do, but it won't prepare them for what's going to happen. Owie. All right, this is a cost reduction, so we want to do this first. Hello. More of that would be nice. Should play the Blast Zone first, I suppose. So we want to leave a blue up. Actually, we should play a pain-free blue, because we want to use this, and this, and this, and then this, and this. All this is going into White Sun's Twilight. The blue is the Syncopate. So this is 9 plus 3 is 12 life. And mites. Wait, nope, Thalia. 11 life and mites. They tried so hard. They got so far, but in the end, it didn't really matter. They even had the Thalia. On the play, hand is kind of a nothing burger, but we'll see what happens. We don't really know what's going to happen when we use these auguries. Vran, Executioner Thane. Okay. I want to make creatures die. Okay. This is fine. Continue. That's really good. That's really good when you can't do anything about it. Nice and easy. They draw cards, but that doesn't beat us on its own. They need to play more creatures. We might have to deal with a few waves of creatures, but if Apparatus sticks around, that shouldn't be too hard. They're worried about Wandering Emperor here too, so we get some bluff equity. I don't usually get bluff equity on Twitch. Kind of like it. Radadravik, okay. It's good against the White Sun's Twilight. It's bad against Farewell, so we have to find Farewell. Okay. Looks like we're gonna have to work for this one. Start with an Augury. Another White Suns means we might be back-to-back White Sunning? Yeah, I mean, I'm not taking the land. Syncopate to cover for the turn. Don't forget your card draw. Shieldred, okay. Sucks, but yeah. Bring him out. Do we need to leave mana for Syncopate is the question. I think so. I think we should. Trigger, trigger, trigger. I mean, thanks, I hate it. We'll try to solve it again. Add a line, sure. There's not a Rotodrobic anymore, so the next explosion should actually kill this nonsense. And we're going to gain a whole bunch of life from the Twilight. We go to 10. They get card draw for days. Enjoy. No more? What a coward. They were gaining 2 life as well. They just don't want to discard to hand size? It's weird. Somebody get this person a Reliquary Tower. Oh, is this a good feeling? 2 mana, draw 3, instant speed. I mean, ow. It was a better, it's been a better feeling. 2 mana, draw 3, lose 6. Poison. Now we'll see what the opponent had prepared for this moment. They probably should have seen it coming. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then this also leaves open 2 Syncopates for 4 each. Should be enough for whatever they try to do. This crafty bugger. So this dying is going to make me lose 2. So we can't do that. So we go to 9, we lose 2 from Vran. Almost got me there. Thalia, sure. Sync for 3. Skrelv. Dead to your kin. Must be disappointing. Cool deck, though. Cool deck. Love to see like some black-white Legends nonsense there. Might try that one. And we are back for the post-game wrap, and we're doing around like 500 with this current version on the ladder after a lot of changes, and it needs a larger sample size of testing. I'm going to go over the cards that I cut from the deck and why I cut them from the deck, since you guys like to ask why not this and why not that, as if maybe I never thought of it, or you just want the information for yourself. I think that this is the best version for the current ladder. The current ladder only has 2 decks, Soldiers and Mono Red. Everything else is like, I would say that those 2 decks, at least today in Mythic, and I am talking specifically about in Mythic, it's probably because those are the ones that get to Mythic the fastest and keep trying in the top 1,000. But I would say that those 2 are accounting for over 60% of my games. So if I have game against those, I can play, and that's why you have this incredibly low to the ground approach to the deck. A lot of cards were cut because of that. Negate is usually dead against Soldiers. It got cut, and we don't necessarily need it because Syncopate is here. Depopulate. Why don't I just run that? Because I actually don't think that board wipes are very good against these decks. They're necessary at the right time, but they're actually useless on their own because the opponent will just untap and hasty burn you, or the board wipe will create a whole bunch of 1/1s because of the whatever's going on, and they'll what is that creature? Siege Veteran. And then they'll power up their creature land and attack you, or they'll play their Anthem creatures. Like, these board wipes aren't great against the decks that are good. They are good in conjunction with Planeswalkers. If you're using a board wipe to protect planeswalkers, then you're gaining a big advantage and a lot of traction. If you don't have planeswalkers, Depopulate's not very good. We still have to run them. I mean, White Sun's is sweet because it doubles as a life gain and kind of a win con, but there's only one farewell. I don't think Depopulate is going to solve our problems in this deck the way it does in a Planeswalker deck. Speaking of Planeswalkers, Wandering Emperor, Jace the Perfected Mind, different deck. Once again, I tried this kind of shell with a traditional Planeswalker approach. Wasn't very good. It's pretty bad. These cards are just too slow to really impact the meta. And if you go down the rabbit hole of add Wandering Emperor, add Jace, add Depopulate because it's good with those, you don't have room for Mindsplice Apparatus, and you may as well play a different deck. You're just trying to make me play a different deck with these cards. What about Devious Cover-Up? If there were mid-range in this meta, 100% Devious Cover-Up is better than Witness the Future. In my best of one meta, it's just not. So no Devious Cover-Up, it's too slow. Whereas Witness, once you get it reduced, being able to cast it like for 1 on your turn and dig your way to another life gain effect or another board wipe is crucial. It's so much better than Devious. Sit there with 2 mana hoping you counter something good. Everything that you're going to play against costs 1, 2, maybe 3 mana, making Devious just always a trade down. And then we have Teferi, too slow. Like, all these are just a different deck. You're asking me to play a different deck. I've played that deck. It's on the channel. I love that deck. This is a different deck. And then Mirix, I just never had a minute where I wanted to make the Might token. Just never came up. I'd rather have Blast Zone because you can proliferate onto it with Experimental Augury, and it can answer some things like Planeswalkers if you actually play against them. But this is the version I recommend. Those are why we didn't run those cards, and I think that this is a very fun kind of endless machine deck to play. So I think you'll enjoy it. Thank you for watching this video. You stayed till the end. Top it off, hit like, hit subscribe. If you like this outro, you can leave comments and let me know. Those feel good. But what's more important is how many people are still watching it. So if you watched it, you did the thing. But hit like, hit subscribe. Thank you. You're cool.